What if I told you that debt is actually a form of time travel? Seriously, it's like this machine that lets you grab a piece of your future and pull it right into the present. But like in all those time travel stories, there's always a catch, right? A paradox. And this one comes with a really heavy price for your future.
And that right there, that's the fundamental trade-off. That's the whole deal in a nutshell. You get to have that feeling of wealth, of success, right here, right now. But the price you're paying, well, it's not just in dollars and cents. It's paid with the freedom of someone you haven't even met yet, your future self.
Okay, so let's dive into this. How does this financial time machine actually work? Well, it all starts with something we can all relate to. Wanting something that we can't quite afford. At least not yet.
Maybe it's a new phone, that dream vacation, or, that beautiful car you see driving past you every single day. It's that little gap between what you want and what your bank account can handle at this very moment. And that gap? Well, that's the space where debt works its magic.
And just like that, a deal is made. You've got your eyes on that fancy car. You pull out a simple tool, maybe a credit card, maybe a loan agreement, and poof, almost like magic, the car is yours. You've just fired up the time machine, pulling a big, shiny piece of your future right into your driveway, today.
But here's the thing about that act of magic, that conjuring trick. It creates a connection. It actually forges this invisible rope, and it ties your present self to your future self in a way that you can't really see at first.
I mean, this visualizes that conflict perfectly, doesn't it? Your present self is living it up, enjoying the ride, the status, living for today. But take a look at your future self. They're literally bound by that decision, forced to drag the weight of a choice they never even got to make.
So this is exactly what we mean when we say trading future freedom. You're not just borrowing money. No, you are literally borrowing the time your future self will have to spend working to earn that money back. You're borrowing their energy, and maybe most importantly, you're borrowing their freedom to choose a completely different path that you can't even imagine right now.
In this trade, this is what leads us to the dark side of our little time machine. It's a concept we can call the debt trap. And really, it's just the long-term consequence of that short-term satisfaction.
It's so easy to get fixated on the numbers, right? We think about interest rates and monthly payments, the purely financial side of debt. But the real cost, the one you'll never see on a bank statement, is the loss of your own autonomy. It's the freedom to change your mind, to take a risk, to live a life that isn't completely dictated by your past.
And this is what that trap feels like in real life. You're basically on a hamster wheel, spending all your current energy just to pay for things you already own. It means you can't afford to take those risks, like starting that business you dream about, or taking a lower-paying job that you would absolutely love, because the bills from yesterday are due today. You are tethered to a desk, working to pay off old choices, which of course severely limits any new ones you can make.
Now, I know that sounds pretty grim, but here's where the story takes a really important turn. Because this trap, this invisible rope, well, it isn't as permanent as it feels. There is a way to break the illusion. That rope, it's really just a mental construct. It feels incredibly real, and believe me, its consequences are real. But you have to remember, it was forged by a choice, and that means it can be broken by a new one.
See, breaking free is an active choice. It's you deciding to stop trading your future for your present. And yeah, this might mean letting go of the illusion, that fancy car, that status symbol. But when that symbol disappears, something so much more valuable takes its place. Your future self is no longer being dragged backward. They can finally stand up, look toward the horizon, and they are free to walk into a future of their own making.
So the real question here isn't about interest rates or credit scores. The question is for you, right now. What future freedom, what potential future you are you trading away today?